As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Shelby Harris.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem... Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spot.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Conner up the middle. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They go play action here. Purdy looking in end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. That will give them a big fullback use check. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Right back to use check again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you know, the psyche of these quarterbacks can be very fragile at times. We wonder how he'll react now. Pick 6 on the very first throw for him of the game.
And I think his teammates are just staring at him right now, wanting to know what his psyche is. They're going to check his body language. They're going to see how he reacts. Best thing he can do is probably go to the bench and crack a joke. Just let him know, hey, I'm okay. We're going to be fine, because he has to bounce back from it. But if he takes it too seriously, he's probably going to go right in the tank.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Purdy now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one too low.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play to force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tough spot here. Third down and 11. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. To throw is Murray. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and goal, Arizona.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Screen pass to Connor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Second down and 6 now.
It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here comes third down and 7.
Get set. Get set. Watch out.
Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. No, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess and allows for extra yardage on the return.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
One more. Easy.
A final shot before half from Murray. On the slide into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And some space here. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first and 10 is Counter. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter and misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Connor going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold it to a short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Looking to throw. Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Back to throw. Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinal 1st down.
On play action, it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
McCaffrey on the counter. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 49ers, 37-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd down and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's caught. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's second and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray changing the play.
Omaha. On
1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ace. Big Ace open. Stop.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, a run with Connor. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And a quite appropriate gain as well. 49 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw, Murray. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. To throw is Murray. That's complete to McBride.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Murray to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Close.
Now Murray. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game.
49ers 20.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.